It's possible that Dina's connection with Ellie won't end the way it does in the game, given what she discloses about her past in Season 2 of The Last of Us. Ellie and Dina's relationship status in The Last of Us has rapidly advanced to a number of new levels in the last several episodes, despite the slow-burning beginning. Their romantic tale, including the couple's eventual fate, will be recognizable to players of The Last of Us Part 2. Having said that, the show has occasionally changed. At the conclusion of The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 5, Ellie pursues Nora while Jesse returns an injured Dina to the theater. Now that Dina's pregnancy has been revealed, Ellie and Dina are fully committed to their relationship and future together, which will now include a child. Even if their future together sounds optimistic, the episode reiterates just how rapidly everything may change based on the world they live in. Both Ellie and Dina have endured sorrow, but it's a new admission from Dina that could impact the outcome of their relationship down the line. After their mother was murdered by an unidentified man, Dina was raised by her older sister Talia, according to game lore from The Last of Us Part 2. The two stayed in New Mexico until Talia was also killed, which is how Dina got up in Jackson after killing the stranger. Though the live-action adaptation goes into greater detail and makes significant changes, The Last of Us Season 2 follows a similar path with Dina's past. In the Feel Her Love episode of Season 2, Isabella Merced's character from The Last of Us divulges information about her history with Ellie. When talking about what happened to the first person she killed, Dina says she used to reside in a hut outside of Santa Fe with her mother and sister. She sneaked out of the house when she was 8 years old, and a raider killed her family while she was gone. Dina responded by using her own gun to kill the raider. In the Feel Her Love episode of Season 2, Isabella Merced's character from The Last of Us divulges information about her history with Ellie. When talking about what happened to the first person she killed, Dina says she used to reside in a hut outside of Santa Fe with her mother and sister. She sneaked out of the house when she was 8 years old, and a raider killed her family while she was gone. Dina responded by using her own gun to kill the raider. Ellie and Dina eventually fled without finishing the main objective after a violent encounter with Abby and other members of the WLF gang in Seattle. After a year, the game cut to the couple living on a farm and raising Dina's son, JJ. Even though they appeared happy, Tommy returned, which made Ellie want to find Abby once more. Despite Dina's attempts to let go of the past, Ellie went back after her. Dina's life with Ellie appeared to come to an end when she left with JJ at the end of The Last of Us Part 2, when Ellie returned to Wyoming. Regarding the next phase of Ellie and Dina's relationship, it's uncertain how closely The Last of Us will adhere to the sequel game. On the other hand, Dina's disclosure of her past in Feel Her Love would suggest that the show has a different strategy for the relationship. Dina is aware that Ellie might be reluctant to accompany her on the Abby mission if she fears something would happen to her or the child. Even though the stakes are much higher now, Dina demonstrates her understanding of the desire for vengeance by sharing her past. Dina tells Ellie that even if it took forever, she would search down the person who killed her mother and sister if she hadn't killed the raider who did it. Dina might never think about taking JJ and leaving Ellie like she did in the game if that's the case, since she might eventually understand why Ellie can't let go of Abby. The Last of Us Season 2 has made Dina more motivated to pursue Abby because of her personal connection to Joel, even though the game also helped her understand Ellie's thoughts after Joel's passing. Another indication that Ellie and Dina might have a happier ending in the series is the bond, which wasn't there in the sequel game to The Last of Us. There's also the fact that Bella Ramsey and Isabella Merced have genuine chemistry, giving the HBO program another reason to keep Ellie and Dina together in the end. In The Last of Us, the Seraphites, or Scars, as the wolves refer to them, use a unique whistle signal to communicate. The Last of Us has meticulously developed its portrayal of the Seraphite religion in its second season. The Seraphites were initially seen in Season 2, Episode 3, The Path, getting massacred by wolves, which seemed to suggest they were a benevolent tribe being victimized by the local militia. Ellie and Dina then discovered unsettling proof that the Seraphites had slaughtered some wolves in an even more gory manner in Episode 4, Day 1. In Feel Her Love, Episode 5 of Season 2 of The Last of Us, Ellie and Dina finally encounter the Seraphites and witness their cruelty up close. They pass through a nearby park after Jesse saves them, where they witness a WLF soldier being gutted and hanged by the Seraphites. They hear some eerie whistles as the Seraphites circle them and stab Dina in the leg with an arrow. What do the whistles mean? This code was introduced a few episodes ago. As an occasion to explain all that information to the viewer, a young Seraphite girl asked her father about the cult's beliefs, the prophet's teachings, and the whistles when the Seraphites were first presented in The Path. A watchman followed the patrol and continued to whistle at them as they passed into the woods. His whistles first signaled that there was nothing to be concerned about. The patrol abruptly moved into fear mode and went into hiding as the whistle changed. This proved that whistles are a coded communication method used by the Scars, particularly to alert others to potential dangers. Ellie initially hears these whistles in the video game The Last of Us Part 2 while she is traveling alone through the park to the hospital, in contrast to the TV series. A troop of Seraphites menacingly descends upon her as she passes through the park and is struck in the shoulder with an arrow. As the number of Seraphites you encounter increases during the game, you learn the whistle code and can use it to strategize your defense. Ellie and Dina discover that the Seraphites don't use radios or walkie-talkies while they're planning their route at the theater. Ellie and Dina observe that the wolves don't appear to be worried about the missing walkie-talkie they stole, and they openly discuss their whereabouts and tactics over the radio. They utilize whistles, candles, and bows and arrows because they believe that a significant portion of the Seraphite religion is criticizing antiquated technology such as radios, spotlights, and automatic weaponry. This is among the Seraphite prophets' most important teachings. The whistles of the Seraphites are not arbitrary. Naughty Dog painstakingly created a genuine significance for each whistle. In an intriguing video, YouTuber Daniel Nightcraft deciphered the Seraphites' whistles. He lists 9 essential whistles: a called shot whistle, a light alert to detect a disturbance, a call and answer to establish communication, an enemy ambush whistle to announce initial contact with the threat, a high alert whistle to alert that the enemy has been spotted again, a moving up whistle, a man down whistle, and a call and answer whistle to establish communication. Tati Gabrielle, star of The Last of Us, describes how the airborne illness spores were introduced in Season 2, Episode 5. The popular HBO series, which is based on the Naughty Dog video game franchise, made a comeback in April for its 2nd season, bringing back the clickers and bloaters and introducing the new stalker form of cordyceps infected. In Episode 5 of Season 2 of The Last of Us, airborne spores that have contaminated a hospital's basement flooring provide yet another type of fungal infection, ultimately leading to Gabrielle's Nora's demise. Gabrielle discusses the spores' entrance in The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 5, saying that a lot of consideration was given to how they impact the body in a recent interview with Variety. The actress reveals that it was difficult to bring to life as an actor because she had many concerns for showrunner Craig Mazin regarding how Nora's body being taken over by inhaling cordyceps manifests itself. See the following comment from Gabrielle. Thanks for watching and please don't forget to like, share and subscribe.